Welcome to Wave Online.
We're going to start with, it's going to be a 45-minute class. We're going to start with a 5-minute roll up, just getting the spine moving, nice and warm, nice and mobile. We're going to go into 3 rounds of core circuits. And then at the end, the last 5 minutes, we'll just do some static stretching. Just stretch your abs out because they're going to be on fire. So when you're ready, let's start standing up. We're going to do some roll-ups to start with. Hopefully you can see me. There you go. I'll come to the side. So standing nice and tall. Now first thing you're going to do is tuck your chin down to your chest. And we're just going to roll down one vertebrae at a time. So just uncurl that spine. Just one vertebrae at a time. And down as far as you can. You can touch the ground, touch your toes. Great. And then again, rolling back up, uncurling that spine, one vertebrae at a time. Okay, we're going to do 5 of these. Nice and slow. Just getting that spine moving a little bit. You might hear the odd crack. I do. It's fine. So you tuck that tailbone under first. And then your chin's the last thing to come up. 2 more. Give a nice stretch all down your back. As you come up, think about pulling up through that stomach. So you're really using your abs to lift yourself back up. Okay. So 1 more. So again, if you come down, you're going to pull up and back through your stomach. Imagine you're hugging a ball here. You're just curling the spine around that ball. Okay, that one's done. The next one we're going to go into is some thoracic rotations. Just get the spine rotating a little bit. So we're going to come down into almost like a kind of a high deadlift position here. You're going to have your elbow and your hand between your knees, and then we're just going to reach up to the ceiling there. We're going to do 5 on each side. 3, 4, 5. Right, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep those hips nice and still, locked in. 5. All right. And next one, I'm going to do some cat cow. So onto all fours. So onto your hands and knees here. And then, so this is a neutral spine here. And now I'm just going to round the back. So you're going to push up through your shoulders. And you're going to drop your tailbone and lift up through that belly button. And you're going to let your shoulder blades squeeze together and that tailbone curl up. Do 5 of these. 2, 3, 4. 1 more. 5. Lovely. Right, and then the last one, we've got some dead bugs. So just going to warm that core up a little bit, get those deep core muscles firing. So you're going to come onto your back, and then you're going to place your right hand onto your left knee, okay? So 90-degree angles here, and then you're going to extend your left arm, oh, kick my wardrobe, left arm, right leg, okay, and then back in. We're going to do 10 on each side. Okay, so I want you to glue every vertebrae of your spine onto the mat, onto the floor, wherever you are. 6, I think. 7, 8, 2 more. 9 and 10. Okay, other side. So left hand to right knee. Then you're going to extend left leg, right arm. If you can't come all the way down with that leg and all the way back with the arm without your spine lifting up from the floor, that's absolutely fine. Just come as far as you can extend out. You can keep all of your spine glued into the mat, into the floor. All right, you should feel your core firing up a little bit now. Warming up those abs a little bit. 3 more. 1 more. Nice. All right. That is our warm-up done. So we're now going to go into our first circuit. So we've got 3 rounds of a 45-second plank. So plank on your forearms. We've got a 20 shoulder taps, and we've got a 30-second side plank on each side. So let's start with the plank. So starting off nice and simple. Talk you through the technique for this as well. So 45 seconds. So you're going to come onto those forearms, and you can kind of see my angle here. So you can kind of see on the top of my sofa, I'm not letting my hips dip to the floor, my back extend. I'm really keeping my back nice and flat. So you can squeeze the hell out of your glutes. Really want to be pushing through those shoulders, pulling that belly button right up into your spine. Okay, that's 30 seconds. We've got another 15 to go. So squeeze the glutes, squeeze the abs. Nice straight line, maintain that nice straight line. If it's too much, come down onto your knees. I'd rather you came onto your knees than let that spine bend. All right, that's 45 seconds. The next one we've got is shoulder taps. You're going to come into a push-up position here on your hands. You want your feet quite wide for this one. This is an anti-rotation exercise. So I want you to imagine that you're balancing a tray of champagne or wine or beer or whatever your tipple is on your back. Now you're going to gently tap the opposite shoulder there, and don't let those glasses of champagne fall off your back. So it's not a race. We're not doing that. Nice, slow and controlled. 8. I'm going to do 20 of these. 10, halfway. 14. 16. All right, 2 more. All right, that's 20. Nice, stretch it out. And then the last one we're going to do is a side plank. So on that forearm, so the regression for this one, you can come onto your knees. So want a nice kind of straight line here. We're not hyperextending here. Just keeping a nice straight line from your shoulder to your hip to your knee. If you feel you can, come onto your side there. Okay, I'm going to start 30 seconds on each side. And then you can lift your arm up into the air. If you're going to do that, to make sure you got your thumb pointing backwards behind you. That's going to help open up your chest. Keep that nice straight line. So you should feel all of this working. You feel your hips coming down, so think about lifting through that waist. Go big squeeze on the glutes. 3, 2, 1. Right, other side. 30 seconds, the other side. Come this way a little bit so you can just see the angle here. So I'm not letting my hips come back. I've got a really nice straight line all the way from my feet to my knees to my hips to my shoulders, thumb facing behind you. 10 seconds. Just freeze your body here for 3, 2, 1. Lovely. All right, take 30 seconds. I'm going to go for 2 more rounds of those. So you'll be feeling a little bit warmer. We'll do 2 more rounds, and then we're gradually going to increase the intensity of the exercises as we go through. So this is more of a Still warm up for all of those muscles, get everything firing. The next one's going to be a bit more intense. All right, so let's go back into our plank when you're ready. 45 seconds. So here you want to be keeping as much tension through your body as you can. We're not just hanging out, resting on your forearms. A huge amount of tension through that body. So squeeze the hell out of your quads, your glutes. Push your shoulder blades apart. 15 seconds to go. Nice deep breaths. Maintain that tension all the way through your core. 3, 2, 1. Lovely. All right, straight into your shoulder taps. So again, there's quite hard. You want nice wide feet. It's going to give you a wider base of support. 2, 5. Nice, slow and controlled. 7, 8, 9. Halfway. 3 more on each side. Don't let those hips move around. 1 more each side. And done. Very nice. All right, and then back into your side plank. 30 seconds on each side. Let's go straight in. So, again, nice straight lines. Not letting the hips down. We're not hyperextending. Big squeeze on those glutes. And then arm up in the air if you can. And again, if it's too hard, come onto your knees. That's absolutely fine. Hold for another 3, 2, 1. All right, other side. All right, got another 15 seconds. Keep pushing those hips forward. Don't let those hips come back. All right. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. All right, we have got 1 more round of these. And then we're going to increase the intensity for the next one. It's a little bit longer rest for the next 2 circuits as well, because you're going to be burning by the end of it. All right. So again, we're going to go into that plank. So if this plank's too hard and you can't maintain that neutral spine, come onto your knees. If you do that, just make sure that there's a straight line from your knees to your hips to your shoulders. Or alternatively, you can just hold a nice straight push-up position. All right, so let's go. 1 minute. Sorry, 45 seconds. Getting ahead of myself. Lovely. To make it easy, you can have your feet wider. If you want to challenge yourself a bit, just a bit of a smaller base of support so you can have those feet closer together. Got 20 seconds to go. Nice deep breath. Try not to hold your breath too much. Really use that exhale to just pull up through that stomach. Pulling your belly button up to your spine. 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Okay. Shoulder taps. Let's go. Go for 20. Okay, you're just going to freeze your body here. Okay, like it's frozen in a block of ice. Just feel your glutes firing up, your core, your shoulders, everything working. All right, halfway. All right, 4 more. Lovely. All right, and then back into that side plank. All right, 30 seconds. So make sure when you're here, the elbow is directly under your shoulder. You don't want it out here, and you also don't want it there. Okay, so directly under that shoulder, have a nice straight line, make some angles. Halfway. Okay, 5 seconds. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Keep lifting through that waist. 2, 1. Lovely. Okay, other side. 30 seconds. Okay, so last round of side planks are nice and strong. Again, come with your knees if it's too much. Got another 10 seconds. So over the course of the weeks, we're going to be making these a little bit harder each time, gradually harder, just to progress you. 2, 1, time. Lovely. All right, take a minute, grab a little sip of water, and we have got 2 more circuits to go. They're going to be around 10 minutes each. We're actually going to do, we're going to do 4 rounds of the next 2 circuits, just because we're actually doing really well for time. So these ones are a bit more advanced, these exercises. But I'll go through some kind of progressions and regressions for each one as we go. Okay. All right. Should be a little bit warmer now, a little bit more awake. So we are going to start with, it's not long, these ones. We're not going to hold them for positions for too long because they're quite intense. So the first one I'm going to do is called a hollow tuck. So I'm going to talk you through each of them before we start. So the hollow tuck looks like this. You're going to curl your chest up to your knees. So we're not pulling your knees to your chest, we're pulling your chest to your knees. So you should just have a small square of your back, your lower back on the floor. That chest stays lifted, like you're in guard and you're just fighting for some arms. Okay, so staying nice and lifted here. And then all we're going to do is let those legs come ever so slightly away. And then we're going to float our hands next to our legs, okay? So that is how we get into the position. We're going to hold this. We're going to hold for 30 seconds to start with, okay? So I'll talk you through each one as we go. So there we go. So coming up here, putting that chest in. Once you've got that nice solid position, you can just float your hands here, palms up. And then if you want to progress it even further, you can extend the legs all the way out. That's a hollow hold. This is more of a tuck. All right. We're halfway. It's 15 seconds. Keep those shoulders curled up. Should feel all of this firing up really nicely. Okay, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Okay. And the next one, we've got a single arm plank. So we're going to come into a full plank position here. Again, like with the shoulder taps, you want your feet nice and wide. And then all you're going to do, again, hands under your shoulders. You're just going to hold your opposite elbow with your hand. We're going to hold it for 20 seconds on each side. Okay? And you want to try again to keep that tray of beer or champagne or water nice and flat on your back. So try not to let those hips rotate. So if you're holding on your right hand, you should feel this left glute really firing up as well. 3, 2, 1, other side. Again, keep that nice flat back, not letting those hips dip down or rotate halfway. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. It's a tough one. All right, catch your breath. The last one we're going to do is hip dips. So we're going to come back into our side plank position, which is going to make the movement a little bit more dynamic. So whereas the side plank is, we call it an isometric movement, so it's static, we're going to make it isotonic. So we're just lowering our hips to the floor and then coming back up into neutral, nice, slow and controlled. little hold at the top. I'm going to do 12 on each side. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 3 more, 10, 11, 12. You should feel that burning. All right, other side. So just make sure that when you come into this top position, we're not coming, you should be bananaing your body. Just coming down and then into neutral. Okay. 3, 4. Gentle tap. Side of your hips on the floor. Okay. Let's go 3 more. I'm really shit at counting, so we might have done more. But there we go. Lovely. All right, take 30 seconds and do 3 more rounds. That's 4. 3 more rounds of those. All right, grab a bit of water if you need. And then we'll go again. Okay. All right, let's go into that hollow tap again. When you're ready, go for 30 seconds. So onto your back, curl your chest up, that square of your back, keep it on the floor. Really reach your hands forward. So you want this connection here. That's really going to help keep your chest lifted off the floor. You can squeeze your heels together a bit. It's just going to help fire up your core a little bit more. 10 seconds. Nice deep breaths. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. All right, shoulder, single arm plank, sorry. All right, straight in. Go. 20 seconds on each side. Nice wide feet. Don't let those hips rotate. Halfway. 5, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Straight in. Let's go. So yeah, if your right hand's on the floor, you should feel that left glute firing up. Nice and strong. Use those glutes halfway. All right, nice. We've got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Okay. And then back into your hip dips. Get those obliques working a little bit. Okay, so again, if it's too much from your ankles, you can just do the hip dips and your knees. So those feet should just be 90 degrees, your knees 90 degrees bent. I think that's about 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, other side. I'm going to go for my feet again this side. So again, if it's too hard to keep your feet stacked, then you can have the top foot in front. Okay. I find it more comfortable here. Two more. There we go, 12. Lovely. All right, 30 seconds rest. Got 2 more rounds. All right, should feeling nice and sweaty, nice and warm. I'm actually going to open the window. It's not really hot. All right. Okay, we're going to go again in 10 seconds. Let's set yourself up for your hollow tuck. Okay, we'll go in 3, 2, 1. Reaching those hands and those legs just past 90 degrees. If it's too much, you feel that lower back coming off the floor, bring your knees in a little bit more. You really need to, you can just hold on to the fronts of your knees for a little bit of support there. But challenge yourself. It's only 45 minutes out of your life. You got it. All right. 3, 2, single arm plank. Right, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Just don't let those hips rotate. Over halfway, you got 8 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Other side. It's too much to come onto your knees. It's a tough one. Halfway. All right, hold for 5, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. All right, and then it dips again. Okay, so arm up, there into that neutral position. 2. So we're going to be working our oblique muscles here, but we're also going to be working some muscles around the outside of those hips. Really important hip stabilizing muscles. Two more. I can't talk and count at the same time, so I might be giving you random numbers here, so it's probably safe to count your own reps. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more. Squeeze, last one. There we go. Nice. All right, 30 seconds rest. We're going to do one more round of those. Whew. All right. So last round of these. All right, we're going to go again in 15 seconds. Last 30-second tuck. So we're going 10. So set yourself up in your position. All right, we're going 5. Curl up. 2. Extend. Let's go. Yeah, you want to challenge yourself a little bit more in this last round. See if you can reach those legs all the way away. You can do that easily, still keeping that lower back, that square of your lower back on the floor. See if you can just lower those legs to a true hollow hold. A progression, if you're finding this easy, don't know why you would. You can reach your hands above your head, but I'm not even going to do that. 3, 2, 1. Lovely. All right, last hand plank, single arm plank. It's the worst one. All right, let's go. Why did I put these in? It's a really bad idea. 5, 3, 2, 1. All right, other side. Last 20 seconds. Get this worst bit over with. All right, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Whew. Okay, last set of hip dips. Okay, so there you go, nice straight body. So I want you to imagine that you're stuck in between 2 panes of glass. You've got a pane of glass in front of you and one behind, so you can't bring those hips back. So really nice straight line. Your head, shoulders, hips, knees, toes, or ankles, I should say. 2 more. Okay, last side, last one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, stay between those 2 panes of glass, 2 more, squeeze, and 12. Lovely. All right, take 30 seconds. We've got about 15 minutes left, so we will do we'll do one more circuit. We've got 4 rounds of this one again. A little bit more dynamic work in this one. Those were lots of holds, lots of kind of anti-flexion, anti-rotation work. We're going to be doing some more kind of flexion work. Really important for jiu-jitsu to be able to, especially if, for example, you're in guard, you want to be able to come up and reach like that, all different directions, guard or open guard. Sound like I know what I'm talking about, but all right, we're going to start with tuck ups. So for this one, you're going to be lying flat on your back. Reach your arms over your head, and then you're going to scoop your arms around, and you're going to come up into this seated position here. So you're just balancing here, and you're going to extend arms and legs, slide back down, and then 2. Let's go for 10 of these. 3, nice and controlled. 4, 5. If you want to make it harder, don't let your feet or your head or shoulders touch the floor. So coming back into that kind of hollow position, or you can lay flat on the floor. 2 more. I think we're doing 11. Wow. For luck. Lovely. All right, and now we're going to do a Superman hold. So here we're working your extension muscles, the muscles that extend the spine. So that's important if you're, for example, you're in someone's guard, you don't want them to pull you down. Those muscles here are going to help you keep nice and postured up. Okay, so you're going to come onto your front. Same thing, you're going to extend your arms and legs out in front of you. I want you to really pull your belly button up into the back of your spine. That belly button's lifted. Press your hips down into the floor. Big squeeze on the glutes. Neck in line with your spine. And then we're just going to lift. You see? Lift the arms and legs up. Okay? I'm going to hold this. My timer. For 30 seconds. I think that's probably about 10 in already. Let's go. Go to your neck in line with your spine. Keep pressing your hip bones down to the floor, pulling that belly button off the floor. Squeeze the glutes. Get that chest lifted. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. That's your Superman hold. And then the last one, we're going to do some cycle punches. So again, important not just to be able to flex up, but to be able to flex up and across as well in all different directions. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to be quite strict with you on this one. So 90-degree angles here. Hand behind your neck. The other hand sits on top of the other hand. You're going to bring your elbows out nice and wide. We're not working at elbows here. I don't want to see any of this. Keep those elbows back. You're going to bring your left knee in towards your right elbow, your right armpit. Extend the other leg out. Back to center. Twist. So it's only a small movement. So keeping those elbows back. You shouldn't really be able to touch your elbow to your knee. Otherwise, you know you're doing that. Just about reaching your knee to your armpit. Twisting out to the side. I'm probably moving my arms in a little bit. There we go. Coming back to center each time and keeping those shoulders curled up off the floor, keeping that chest lifted. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. All right, 30 seconds rest, 3 more rounds. Almost there. We'll whiz through the next rounds, and then we just got a bit of stretching, a couple of minutes stretching at the end as well. We started a few minutes late, so let's finish at 8:48. Yes, 8:48. All right. Okay, we're going to go again in 10 seconds. So starting with our tucks, so set yourself up for that. All the way down, flatten your back. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice and controlled on the way down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3, 2, 1 more. 10. All right, straight into our Superman hold. 30 seconds. All right, belly button up, hip bones pressed into that floor, chest lifted, reach those arms up, neck in line with your spine, squeeze the hamstrings and the glutes. See how far you can get your knees and your thighs off the floor. We're over halfway. Nice. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, back into those cycle crunches. We're going to do 20, 10 each side. Okay, so one hand behind your head, your neck, the other hand sits on top of the other hand. I'm going to reach knee to armpit. So always coming back to center. Halfway. Nice. All right. 30 seconds rest. 2 more rounds. Should be nice and warm, nice and sweaty now. Okay, so let's get in position for those tuck ups. So at the top of the tuck, just make sure you're not hunched over like that. I want that spine nice and extended. So you should be balancing. You shouldn't be coming up there. I want this nice neutral spine at the top. Okay, I'll come over here and do it. All right, let's go. There you go. Open that chest. Balance. 4. If you need, you can rest your feet on the floor at the top if you're getting tired. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Lovely. All right, last 30 seconds. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. So all those muscles along the back side of your body working nice and hard. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the hammies, hips into the floor, belly button lifted right off the floor. Protect that lower back. Shouldn't be lifting through your lower back. Be reaching through up through your chest. And just using those glutes to keep those feet lifted. And time. All right, 20 cycle crunches, almost there. One more round after this. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. You should feel it there and there. Halfway. 6 more. It's too much. You reach your legs a little bit higher. Makes it a little bit easier. If not, reach them nice and low. Okay, last rest. Just take 30 seconds. Got a few minutes left. We do one more round. And then if you've got time to stay with us and just past 1:45. We'll just do a couple of stretches to stretch those abs out nicely. All right. Okay, last round. Let's do it. Okay, in position for those last tucks. Okay, let's go. 1. Okay, let's touch your heels. 2, 3, 4. Little balance at the top. 5, really control it. 7, 8, 9. One more. All right, last Superman hold. Let's go. Everything working. Glutes. Be squeezing between those shoulder blades. That neck in line with your spine, like you're trying to hug an apple between your chin and your chest. 10 seconds. Lift that belly button. Squeeze those glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. And then 20 crunches to finish. Last 20 reps of the session. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, keep those elbows wide, like someone's standing behind you and giving you a chest stretch, pulling your elbows back. Nice and controlled. Always coming back to center. When you're coming back to center, keeping those shoulders held off the floor. 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Done. Nice. Okay, so a little stretch. Bang on, 1:45. So if you've got time to stay, we've just got a couple of minutes of stretching, stretch those abs out. So we're going to come into a cobra position. So on your front, you're going to have your hands just kind of about in line with your collarbone, and then just straighten those arms. Think about opening that chest up. If you're feeling in your lower back, just bring your hands a little bit further forward. Always pulling your belly button in, support that lower back. Pushing up through those shoulders. So we're not here, there. I hope you enjoyed that. And we've got another class on Friday, either the same time or it might be 9. Just message the group, just let everyone know which time is better for you. 2, 1. All right, then we're going to come to a nice downward dog position here. So you're going to come up into a plank, hand plank, bring your toes in a little bit, and then push back. Oh, nice crack there. Nice deep breaths. And then you can gradually just walk your heels down to the floor. Send your chest towards your knees. Stretch out. Another 2 breaths. One more breath. Lovely. All right, one more stretch. Oh, this is a lovely one. So just stretch out that QL a little bit. Lower back muscles. So come to this kind of tabletop position. Legs 90 degrees. So you're going to drop both legs all the way down. There you go. Nice deep breaths. You can just pop your hand on that top leg. Just feel a stretch all the way down there. So quite often when people complain their back's tight, this muscle here that runs down that lower back, your quadratus lumborum, QL muscle, it actually forms part of your core muscles. So those are the muscles that actually make your back nice and strong. All right, and then switch to the other side. Oh, it's really nice. You might feel something crack, which is nice. That's fine. Feel nice and warm. Nice deep breath. The last 2 breaths. Make sure those knees are at 90 degrees. One more breath, big inhale. Okay, and we're done. Thanks for coming. Hope you enjoyed it and you can still move the rest of the day and tomorrow. Bye.